Hi guys, it's Miss Medic here, and today I will be talking about vitreous hemorrhage. Vitreous hemorrhage will cause sudden, painless loss of vision, and this can be very alarming and frightening for the patient. It is important to know a bit about the causes of sudden loss of vision, whether you are working in the ED department, ophthalmology, or general practice. To understand vitreous hemorrhage, we need a basic understanding of the anatomy and physiology of the vitreous humor. The vitreous humor makes up 2/3 of the globe, and it is composed of 98% water. The vitreous is in direct contact with the retina, ciliary body, and lens, as seen on this image. Vitreous hemorrhage refers to blood within the vitreous, and this will cause a painless loss of vision. And I know I have said this several times already, but it's very important to reiterate this fact, as you need to know the difference between painful and painless causes of loss of vision and acute and gradual causes of loss of vision. The amount of vision loss will depend on the size of hemorrhage. A large hemorrhage will cause a complete vision loss with the absence of the red reflex. A smaller hemorrhage will cause a smaller vision loss with the presence of floaters. And floaters are tiny black dots or ring-like forms with clear centers. And lots of people have floaters in their vision. It doesn't mean they have a vitreous hemorrhage, but if you get a sudden onset of floaters with loss of vision, it indicates a vitreous hemorrhage, or is one of the key symptoms of a vitreous hemorrhage. And sometimes, if the vitreous hemorrhage is large enough, you will be unable to see the back of the eye on fundoscopy, and therefore an ultrasound scan is used in ophthalmology to visualize this, and this helps to identify the cause of the vitreous hemorrhage. Causes include proliferative retinopathy, and this refers to spontaneous rupture of new fragile vessels that grow on the retina's surface. This is often the case in diabetic retinopathy. In this particular cause of vitreous hemorrhage, the treatment is surprisingly a wait and see approach. So you don't jump in and do anything. In diabetic retinopathy causing vitreous hemorrhage, you wait 3 months and advise the patient to rest to see if the vitreous hemorrhage it may resolve itself, but more than likely you will need laser treatment to the vitreous hemorrhage. So you give it 3 months, and the patient is advised to rest and avoid vigorous exercise to see if the hemorrhage will resolve with gravity, and once it settles, you treat it with laser treatment. So it is important to decide whether a detachment has caused the vitreous hemorrhage. So other than diabetic retinopathy, it could be a detachment cause. For example, posterior vitreous detachment can cause a bleed if when the vitreous separates from the retina, a blood vessel breaks. Also, retinal detachment can cause a vitreous hemorrhage if a retinal vessel breaks when the retina is separated from its origin. So retinal detachment will be discussed in a future video. For some causes of vitreous hemorrhage, there can be complications such as glaucoma, as red blood cells block the trabecular meshwork. So it's important to refer to ophthalmology to liaise with ophthalmology so the patient can get the optimal eye care. Now this concludes my video on vitreous hemorrhage, Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more medical videos.